Biafrans home and diaspora, glad to know that you are there. Don't touch the dial. You are welcome. You are welcome, wonderful people of Biafra land, the generals, the prime minister, the CIDs, the FBI, call it Nigerian Biafran security forces. I greet all of you, and I greet every freedom fighter. This moment, I want to inform you that Biafra struggle or Biafra agitation or Biafra referendum is not relegated to one person, because one person cannot actualize a sovereign nation. And this is why we need your partnership from East, North, South, and West. And I thank you for your maximum cooperations. For those of you who have been engaging yourself for praying and fasting for Biafra movement to be actualized. And at the same time, thank you so much for those who have been providing cash, those who have been providing material things. Let me hold it here. So, but I want to seize this opportunity to appreciate every Biafrans, and at the same time to inform them that the self-referendum of Biafra nation shall be taking place as scheduled. So it is going to be awesome. It is going to be wonderful. No matter the presence and the hate speeches of the detractors cannot afford to stop the movement of the actualization of sovereign United States of Biafra. And because the men who are on ground are predetermined and preconditioned themselves to make sure with adequate security, heavy presence of security, to make sure that every participant or everyone who will participate in the Biafra inauguration program coming up 2nd December 2022 is maximally protected, and at the same time peacefully enjoy the atmosphere where it is taking place. I believe that some people have said, if Biafra inauguration or Biafra restoration, Biafra declaration is taking place, why should it be in exile? Let me tell you one thing you must know, and something that must be very clear to you. Biafra government in exile does not only exist in exile. Biafra government in exile exists at home in eastern region of Nigeria and every other part of Nigeria that made up Biafra land, because the heavy presence of the Biafra Liberation Armies, Biafra Security Forces, BDF, and many more saturated every corner and corner of the borders and the communities and states of Biafra land. So, by the grace of God, the Prime Minister of Biafra is making a very great effort to make sure that flight is being made available for every participant. So then I believe that Tinubu will be there to witness the restoration of Biafra, because he is the president of the giant of Africa. We'll be very happy, very glad to welcome him, and probably he will be taking a platform to make a speech and the program or ongoing program of Biafra restoration, if you wouldn't mind, because he is one of those who are the leaders in the world and in Africa at large. So you cannot count today and you minus Tinubu. in a hurry. You must put him in account as a president of Nigeria in Africa. And I want to believe that even Joe Biden recognized the presence and activities of Tinubu. So I want to believe that this self-inauguration referendum, the participants or the invitees must come by a, invitation or restrict by the invitation restriction or restricted, so that we'll be able to know what has happened in that occasion. So, my friend, without taking much of your time, I want to tell you that time is winding up for Biafrans to get out of Nigeria. So, what do you think about it, and what do you say about it? Many people don't believe it, many people doubt it, many people are very skeptical about it. But I don't cogitate anything, and I didn't see anything to premeditate anymore about it, because the road and the way to Biafra kingdom, Biafra land is very open and very smooth. So as you are listening to me, Biafran security forces are on alert and very standby. They are standing by, well prepared to protect and to make sure that everything goes peacefully. So, like I said, the presence of Biafra Republic government, as they said, is only in exile. I'm telling you that it's exaggerated everywhere, even in Nigeria, because you can acknowledge the heavy presence of the Biafra Liberation Forces. You can acknowledge the heavy presence of Biafran's freedom agitators. All right. So you can as well listen to the old and young men and women from every crane and corner of Nigeria talking about the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That it is illegal for you, Tinubu, to hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu hostage. He didn't commit any offense. He is staying in the DSS custody. It is illegal, and it is punishment against nature, and it is a law against the international community. You don't hold a man that way, and just to know it, that we don't pray for anything to go wrong. But if anything either goes that way, I don't think that anyone will like it. So let me reserve my comment this moment. So what I'm telling you is that Biafra Republic, it does not only exist in exile, it's existing in Biafra land, and it's existing in Nigeria. And I have many evidences to prove what I'm telling you, such as now, Biafra Liberation Forces have, in their power and their wisdom, stopped a lot of Nigerian military terrorist activities in Biafra land, such as incessant killings, incessant raping, incessant kidnapping, and what have you. And today, Fulanis have been able to understand and acknowledge that they don't have anything in Biafra land, that by omission or commission, they stepped or trespassed into Biafra land, that they will not like it with their genocidal manner. So, for this reason, I can attest to you that even the governors from Igbo land understands and they feels the heat from Biafra Republic. So, not only in exile, it is at home. And that is why when the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile declares sit at home or lockdown, Biafran politicians and Nigeria government will begin to scream, begin to cry, begin to beg for help, to extradite Simon Ekpa, to assassinate Simon Ekpa, to destroy Simon Ekpa, to catch Simon Ekpa and bring Simon Ekpa home. Because why? The presence of Biafra Republic authority is speaking expressively at home and abroad. So don't forget this in a hurry. It is not a matter of ranting. It is a matter of truth. So what I'm telling everyone listening to me now is that you shouldn't be deceived. Biafra is real and it is here with us. So anyone who is trying to deceive you, oh, there's nothing like a Biafra, oh, this thing they are doing is nonsense, this one they're saying is nothing. So don't dare it, don't try it, because you will not like it. All the Nigerian military terrorists that come to Biafra land to invade Biafrans and invade the Biafra land, let them tell you what they see. They ran away in a hurry. And the Tucano jet they come with, the Tucano jet could not go back with them to Nigeria. So there is a serious demarcation. The gap is very, very photogenic. The boundary and the border between Nigeria and Biafrans is very, very clear. The demarcation is very, very open. So you cannot mistakenly say you don't know. So if you are saying you don't know, which means automatically you are a joker. So no joker that fights for freedom. Everyone fighting for freedom is very serious. So because agitation is a serious issue. So fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, I believe by now you are preparing to find yourself in Finland. All right? To find yourself in Finland and where it is happening, and for you to witness it raw with your eyes, not that somebody tell you a story. So don't fear about insecurity or security threat by the enemies. So you should understand one thing, that developed country like Finland cannot allow any person or persons who does not reason well to enter their country right from the boundary, right from the border, right from the airport. You will be highly screened. You'll be screened. Uh-huh. So you don't come the way you are. Finland is not Nigeria, that they don't have border. Nigeria doesn't have border. Nigeria doesn't have airport. So now, and this is why you are seeing all kind of things going on in Nigeria, and nobody can control anywhere, and nobody can say anything. Everybody remains silent because why? This particular amalgamated contraction, evil entity does not belong to anyone. So, and this is why you see them behaving the way they are behaving. So your life is very, very important, and your life is their target, because they feel like that when they remove you, they can be able to see clear to perpetrate the evil in their mind. But they never knew that removing you will be the beginning of their sorrow. Just like as they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, not knowing to them that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu kidnapping will end in Nigeria. If you don't know, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu kidnap have ended in Nigeria. Nigeria will not move forward from here. Nigeria will no longer exist because it has become an abandoned place. It has been a place recognized by international community as a terrorist country, a violator country, a violence place, a place where you cannot invest your money, a place that foreigners does not go to do business, a place that if you decided you must come, you must prepare to fight for your head. So for this reason, as you are listening to me, Finland is well arranged with their security, but you have to listen, and you must listen to the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in Exile, his instructions, his advice, when it will take place, when it will happen, how it is going to be, where you are to board a plane, where you are to board a car, where the scene of the event, how you are going to go. All these things must be enlisted for you to understand your movement so that you will not ironically enter the hands of your enemies. All right? So, but in all, what I'm informing you this moment is that we are prepared for Biafra restoration, and we don't want Biafrans to die anymore. We don't want Igbos to die anymore. We don't need ethnic cleansing in Biafra land. We don't need bloodshed in Biafra land. What we need in Biafra land is peace and calmness. What we need in Biafra land is a mutual understanding with Biafran leaders so that it will be well with each and every one of us. As I'm talking with you now, you don't know what is going on secretly, that Nigeria government has its own plan on how to stop or to frustrate the movement for Biafra restoration. But I can tell you categorically that whatever they are doing is being monitored both physically and spiritually. When they gather, where they are gathering, and when they are to gather, the statistics are on the hands of Biafran leaders. And this is why after their meeting, after their waterized talk, after their propagandas, you discover that they are not making headway. Are you getting what I'm saying? That I can tell you categorically today that the international community found peace and rest, understanding with the Biafrans more than Nigeria government, because Nigeria government, there's no truth, there is no sincerity, there is no equity, there's no fairness, there's no justice, there's no obedience, nothing you will have found in them. But come to Biafra government is full of respect, full of dignity, full of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And at the same time, most importantly, Biafra government respects lives and properties. They are not violent, and they will never be, because they are people who are well trained, organized, and perfectly created by the Almighty God. So, as you are dealing with any Biafra or Biafrans, you are dealing with the Biafrans, you must be confident that you don't have problem of any kind of manipulations or deceptiveness. Biafrans are very sincere and always willing to maintain their sincerity, their integrity, and display their magnanimity with fairness and justice. So, fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, before I leave you this moment, I want to tell you one thing that must be very clear to you, that as Biafra is coming, wherever you are in the world, prepare to come home and let us join hands together to build our own London, to build our own United Nation, to build our own United State, right? To build our own Europe, all right? To build every good thing that men and women shall be in need of in Biafra nation. So I leave you here. See you when I see you, and bye for now.